yes. Aquarius, drum roll.
Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. So first and foremost, I heard the name Yachty, Tyson, Bentley, Marley, Simone, and Marlene. Okay? There's something about the age 37. You could be 37 years old and out into G. Okay? I also picked up something about a BMW. You could have just gotten this. You could be purchasing this soon, or this could be like your dream car. I don't know. There's something about a BMW here. Okay? I also picked up for you Mary J. Blige. While all the time that I was loving you, you were busy loving yourself. I would stop breathing if you told me to. Now you're busy loving someone else. 11 years I sacrificed, and you can leave me at the drop of a dime. Swallow my tears. Oh, my tears. I should have left you as 1,000 times. And I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed no tears. I'm not gonna cry, it's not the time, 'cause you're not remember for my tears anyway. Right? It's something about that here, okay? So, yeah, and there's also something about, like, the crybaby candies. Like, you could be eating these, or you could have ate these as a children, you know, like those sour balls that they were called crybabies. There's something about that here. I don't know. Let's see what house you're in. Aquarius. Ooh, okay. You're coming out in your first house, the house of Aries and self, okay? So you could be really like self-reflecting right now, Aquarius. You could be like literally looking at your life and the points that went right, the points that went wrong. And you could be really like, you know, in the energy of, you know, wanting to approach life differently, right? It's something about that here. Now, you could be looking very attractive right now. You know, the house of Aries is very attractive energy, right? Or maybe your energy could just be more attractive because you do have a new approach to life is what I'm picking up, right? But there is something about your body here. I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to pay attention to your body, right? How your body feels and, you know, how it's functioning, right? It's something about your body here. You know, I feel like also in the first house of Aries and Mars, you know, this house is all about action, Aquarius. So Spirit is really requiring action from you right now. Let's see, what's this message? Yeah, look, we got the Page of Swords coming out for you in the reverse here. So I feel like, you know, as you could be trying to approach life differently right now, Aquarius, there could be some people like running their mouths in the background. You know, the Page of Swords in the reverse is like a real petty, ignorant knowledge, right? This person has a lack of knowledge, and a lot of times they say things that they repeat things that they hear. So this could be a person in your energy just running their mouth, and it could be due to things you've done in the past, right? But I feel like, you know, this energy is here, but Spirit is really not wanting you to focus on it, but be aware of it because you are in the house of action. You know, the King of Wands, Aries energy, the King of Wands, he has 1 foot off of his throne. He's ready to go to, you know, he's ready to go to war if he has to, right? It's like that kind of energy. So Spirit is wanting you to be ready so you don't have to get ready. It's like that kind of energy, Aries energy, right? Aquarius. So we do have the 9 of Swords coming out for you, Aquarius. Okay, you could be in the energy of like some kind of regret. You could be feeling nervous, anxiety, anxious. Okay, you could be really, and I feel like this is because as you, someone's ascending, okay? So there's literally someone and you're going through an ascension process. So the shit hurts, the shit doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, and no one taught you this. No one told you that once you really fully wanted to submit yourself to the divine, that things would actually get harder for you. See, because the job of the enemy is to attack people like you, right? So it's something about that here. You know, your changed approach to life is really showing you who your enemies are, and a lot of them sit very closely to you, Aquarius, right? Yeah, something about that here. Let's see. Okay, now you could be a person that You could be like a paramedic is what I'm picking up. Okay. There's someone, you could be like a beauty, like a beauty shop owner or something like that, or a barber shop is what I'm picking up. Okay, and then there's someone else that you could be in like pharmaceutical sales. So yeah, someone could be doing that here. Let's see. Okay, I feel like, yeah, look, the moon just popped right out for you, Aquarius. So there's something about some kind of, you know, dark, crabby energy. There could be a spirit, literally, an entity, like literally trying to, you know, grab onto your shirt tail. You know, like a crab. You know how crabs do. They'll try to crawl on top of another crab to get out the bucket, right? And I feel like there could be like a entity grabbing at the back of your shirt. You know, there was a lot of dark things you've done in your past, but, you know, you have to understand that once you ask God for this forgiveness, you have to also forgive yourself. See, a lot of times we live in our own turmoil because we don't want to forgive ourselves after the divine has already forgiven us. And so what we do is we bring ourselves down even lower because we refuse to forgive ourselves, which is part of healing, right? Let's see. Okay, we do got the moon energy coming out. There's something to do with mermaids here, Mami Wata. Okay, yeah, but we got the number 21 coming out. I definitely see a spirit here. I told you, Mami Wata ain't such a good spirit, where she come from, right? So there's something in now, I guess, depending on the energy that you're in. So, everything has a balance. Let me say that. Let me correct myself. Everything has a balance, right? Now, I do have the World card coming out to you, to the King of Swords in the reverse, Aquarius. So this is your own energy. You're coming out in the reverse, which tells me that, there could be some things that you need to tighten up on, right? And I feel like Spirit has already been whispering this to you. It's something about a whisper I'm hearing. I'm hearing that, like, you've been really, like, catching the voice of the divine, especially someone when you fall out of alignment with your purpose. It's something about you get very, very vivid, maybe even sounds from the divine. I don't know. It's something about that here. It's very important to pay attention to this. Not everyone gets direct messages from the divine. Some people are blocked. Some people can't hear, right? So there's something about you, you have this connection, and Spirit is wanting you to keep it. Now, with the World card here, Spirit is saying there is some kind of cycle that is completed. Now, typically, it's a successful cycle that you have completed when the World comes out. But with the King of Swords coming out in the reverse, this could have been like a challenging cycle, Aquarius. And I feel like going forward, Spirit is saying the truth will always set you free, right? There's something about that here. The House of Aries is about self, right? And, sometimes people associate the sign of Aries with impersonation syndrome, right? So make sure that you're paying attention to yourself and being real and true to yourself. Now, we do have moment here. Think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. And I feel like, Spirit is saying, I am your partner, okay? It's something about Spirit bringing you so much joy, and maybe you just need to reflect in the moment. There could be so many thoughts running in your mind, because I feel like there's something you could be thinking about, that happened in the past, or I don't know, something where you felt like you could have been a little bit more courageous or determined, right? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Now we have the Grizzly Bear coming out for you, and it says power. Okay. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads me. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Okay? So I feel like, Aquarius, Spirit is wanting you to know that you will succeed. See, self-reflection brings elevation, and you are in a spiritual elevation process. Trust the process. Pray a little bit more, and have some fun. That was your message, Aquarius. I love you.
Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius.
Aquarius.
First of all, I can say your shake back game is very strong. Yes, I see you shaking back in this energy. Now, let's get to it. You show up in your first house. The name Mark could be significant. Diaz, Sanchez, Victor, Tanisha, Black, Craig, Eddie, Marvin, Mika, Teresa, Stink, Akbar or Jib. Okay? Now, you're in the energy of your first house, the first house energy, Aries. Very shiny display. Some in your midst are illusions and some are solid, meaning that things around you are looking good right now. Maybe you are along with them. So this could be within yourself or this could be outwardly. But Spirit is saying some of the shiny things are in fact illusions and some of them are solid. So you have to sift through that. Like, I mean, that falls where it may. I see you are focused on your body and you have a new approach to life, which is good. You're showing physical strength and determination. Nevertheless, Spirit said you also could be exhausting yourself. If you focus further than the appearance of things, you could get more done using far less energy, Spirit says. So you could be overexerting yourself due to the way things appear. So Spirit saying look a little deeper and maybe you can exert less energy. Someone also could be in law enforcement or involved with law enforcement. Law enforcement came up. Also, I'm seeing a rhythmatic artist in this energy. So maybe you dance or, maybe you draw to music or maybe you do things to music and very rhythmatic soul in this energy. So, let's get to it, Aquarius. Your soul report. So the judgment shows up, being clarified by purpose in reverse. So I'm saying you might have made a call that put you in a little bit off. Maybe it wasn't your best call, or maybe it could be some judgment standing against you that's delaying your purpose or even holding your purpose up. Judgment is associated with a Libra, so it could be a Libra and your energy or significant in this reading. Also, they saying Scorpion, so that could be significant. Now, the purpose being in reverse, it shows you in a particular type of light where it's more of a delayed energy. Like something you did, it delayed you. Your purpose, it was in reverse, right? So then you have Seven of Swords to the denial in reverse. So obviously you are aware of this ordeal. Like, I mean, you allow something to steal from you energetically, physically, maybe, on any plane of existence. It could have been a Seven of Swords where you were losing out. Somebody was probably stealing from you or you were allowing yourself to steal from yourself. But nevertheless, it's a great energy because your denial is in reverse. And anytime we turn denial around, that means that we dealing with accountability. That's the flip side of denial, to be accountable. So I'm seeing you in the energy of accountability. Perhaps you were doing stealing. You could have been stealing from yourself. A bad investment is thievery into oneself. Meaning, if I go out here and I invest with some people or some places or some things, right, and in the end, I'm losing a portion of myself that I might can't get back, or even it's going to take me to shake back to get it, that becomes a bad investment. It becomes thievery. I automatically stole from myself. So that could be you in this energy. I'm just saying what the cards are saying. Or, like I said, there's always opposing forces or people that mean good. Nevertheless, you see it clearly. So it's no concern for this Seven of Swords because you're not in denial about it. So moving right ahead, your Four of Wands is in reverse to your self-esteem being in reverse. So I'm feeling that this ordeal up top, where your purpose is being delayed, you're not really feeling solid and secure, right? You're not. Also, I'm feeling like maybe you could be feeling like a loner, right? A loner, not really committed to anything. Maybe you could find yourself in an energy where it's hard for you to actually commit on a level that is needed. This Four of Wands in reverse to the self-esteem, it says a lot about what Aquarius is going through on a subconscious level. See, I'm feeling your energy on a very, very deep level. There's a certain insecurity in the surrounding your self-esteem. But because you're in the house of Aries, you're hiding it. Like, perhaps from others. It's very hard to hide certain idiosyncrasies from ourselves. So we take the blow in our self-esteem. Meaning, you know, in the house of Aries, it's like everything's shiny, but when you apply pressure, a certain strength has to show up. So your self-esteem has to be prepared for that. You understand me, Aquarius? Like, this Four of Wands, it needs to turn around. Like, you need to have a sense of security, a sense of some type of foundation. And I see you find it. Because next up is the Hermit, Major Arcana, in my ancestral deck. So this particular Hermit is being clarified by success. So you know what that's telling me? It's best for you, Aquarius, to step away from everything and everybody into a secluded place, whether it be mind, body, or spirit. It's a need for you to take a pause and go into a place of reflection. The Hermit is available, and it breeds success. So I don't know if you've done this or you're going to do this. I pray that you will. The Hermit is an arcana that requires you to turn your phone off. It requires you to hold your sexual energy intact. You need your sexual energy for ascension. So you have to break away from certain elements to really achieve what's known as the Hermit. The Hermit is a deep, reflective, and introspective, dark place. When you look on the Hermit card, I'm going to show you. See, all around him is really darkness. This is why he has a lantern, right? And that's essentially what you do when you're in Hermit. You go inside the darkest region of yourself, and that light that God gave you, you shine light in there, within. And you begin to see the things that's in the dark about yourself. That's going to breed to your success. Eight of Wands to the Pride in reverse, right? So, receive the message. Like, I feel like perhaps your ancestors are sending you good downloads, God as well. And it's a matter of your pride. Like, I feel like a lot of things, Aquarius, about your pride, they could be getting in the way of you really, you really moving towards your North Node energy. Your pride, you got to allow it to go in reverse. Like, that pride, man, it gets in the way. It really does, right? It gets in the way of communication. You have an Eight of Wands. My Eight of Wands card is communication from up above, the metaphysical. Like, when God sent downloads, when an ancestor sent downloads, I consider that Eight of Wands. Now, with the pride in reverse, that's where it need to be. Keep it in reverse and receive your download, receive your message. That was a deep one, Aquarius. I pray that